everyone. I hope you're well. I am back. We are back from Croatia. We went to Croatia and it was so much better than I expected. Lately I've heard loads of good things about Croatia and holidays, summer holidays there. And so, yeah, but I think I was mostly nervous traveling for the first time since 2019. We haven't gone to the airport or flight anywhere since then, so that was my last experience with all of it. And of course, hearing about all the flight cancellations and things like that was a bit nerve-wracking, and just additional, elevated stress levels during traveling is not something you are looking forward to. So in the end, it all went really smoothly, and yeah, I was quite glad to be there. The water was amazing. We went to Podgora, which I think the direct translation would be on the mountain, and so there's the scenery is just so beautiful. You have the mountains and you're right on the coast, or with absolutely transparent waters, and I haven't seen anything like that in years. You could see completely clearly to your toes, and it was just wonderful. No seaweed swimming, none of the creatures I could see, only small little black fish like that, but that's also if you go more into the deep water. I rented a board. I'm not sure what exactly it's called. He just said board, but it's not a surfing board, and people do like standing up paddling with it. Is that paddle pool? I'm not sure. But yeah, you have this like one-ended paddle, and then you just paddle each side. I tried to stand up. I couldn't balance very well, so I just sat and kayaked myself all the way along the beach, the coast, and it just was beautiful. There were a few bits where the current was a bit too strong, so I went outside of the area that is like the open sea is separated by this kind of safety line, but then I managed to get back in, and it's just such hard work, but I love this type of thing. Obviously the seafood was absolutely amazing. If you love seafood, oh my god, the octopus and the prawns. Their prawns are really interesting. They're a mix, like an in-between a langoustine and a prawn. So they're not as hard as langoustines, but they have that shell, but it's soft, and the claws are like langoustines, but the shell is actually soft like a prawn shell. So it's a bit interesting. I've never had them before. But yeah, just everything was super, super delicious. Always eating out right on the beach, just like 10-20 meters away from the seawater, and it was gorgeous. Everyone so friendly. There were a couple of places. If you're going to Podgora, I would really recommend to eat out at a restaurant called Capo. That's a really, really nice food there. Then there is one next to it which is called Borak, also great for seafood, but also steak and things like that. And Two Monkeys. Now Two Monkeys is more of a kind of trendy, cool place to hang out, have cocktails, but also the food is really delicious. It has more of a kind of contemporary vibe to it, the presentation and the ingredients. Yeah, just everything was delicious, and I think I put some weight on, which I don't mind, but yeah, we had a great time. And so all that foodie and the swimming, you just couldn't get me out of the water. I love swimming in the seawater. Once we tried that, we never went back to the swimming pool. It's just no comparison there. And yeah, so obviously that was a lot of fun. So now that I'm back, I just wanted to catch you up on a few things, the usual, what's in the plans, what's coming, and what I have been doing since I've been back. So We actually returned just over a week ago. I can't believe it. Week and a half. It already feels like a good few weeks, because I guess, you know, once you had that experience that recharges your batteries, you change the scenery, you change the usual routine, and you come back, you feel like you just keep on going and working. Anyway, this is how I feel, because I run my own business, so I feel totally passionate about it, and it's not like I'm going to an office job with a fixed salary and I know I don't need to do that extra bit of work. With your own business, obviously you do extra, you get extra, so there's always that. Sorry if you can hear any noise. We have this roadworks going on, which was supposed to finish in August, but of course it's going to likely finish in October now. So a couple of things to say. Yes, coming back to what I have been doing since I'm back, I have finalized doing the swatches. So there's a little series coming up, which I think depends when I post this catch-up video, but there is this series right here about the Roman Schmal Aquarius palette. I have spray painted a pencil tin, and this is the Derwent pencils. These were the graphite tins, so I kept the inside and magnetized the bottoms of the Roman Schmalz full pans, and this is now my palette, and I still have 7 places to fill, which I will be doing quite carefully. I'm not rushing into it, because this is it. Once it's filled, that will be it. Everything on top of that, if Roman Schmalz comes out with more colors, they will have to go into a separate palette, but I wanted everything to be here. So this is my beloved Roman Schmalz Aquarius palette. Oh my gosh, I just thought, can you imagine if you did this for half pans, how many colors you would fit into here? Because at the minute, what was it? I think we said 65 plus 7, 72 colors would go in like a full pan. So double that roughly, and this is how many you would get in a half pan measurement. So once I came back, I then started swatching things out. So here we go. I swatched all of them out and put them into a color arrangement. This system really helped me to put them into the right color order, because with so many colors, 65 colors, it is very hard to every time go back to your swatch book and do swatches. I'll show you what I mean. So right here, this is originally, I think this is the first video that you will see soon, me swatching out as the colors came. So they have a number, like a code number system along every color, and then I put them into the order of colors, because usually that's how it works, or that's how it worked with other brands for me, and that's how you know the colors are in the kind of in the correct order. But of course they were a newly established watercolor brand, which meant that they started with smaller numbers of colors and then gradually grew it, so I guess they couldn't have immediate correct numbers, so their numbers are all over the place. This is my theory why that is the case. And then here I then, with the help of these swatch cards, I then ended up finding the correct color order, and then I swatched it out the way I have them now in the palette. So you'll see that I went from yellow, oranges and pinks, reds into purples, and then going into neutrals and lighter colors and greens, teals and blues. That's how I did it. Quite unorthodox, but I just thought I'll try it for this palette. And what else? So yeah, that is what you're going to be seeing. It's like a series. There's quite a few episodes of the process that I filmed, and I absolutely enjoyed swatching out these cards and putting them in the order. So if I just show you an example here, I don't know, let's start with the, what color shall we do? Let's do the teal one, just because I love the color so much. So that one, I'll try to remember where it was. So this color here, you can see it's a gorgeous, gorgeous teal. So what I do is I write down the brand name, the color name, and then I do the transparency test with the strip underneath, pigments and light fastness. About light fastness, I've seen Watercolor just launched her new website, which is like a database for all the colors, and it's compared to a few of the other websites that already existed for years and years. It looks more modern. I heard a lot of good things about it. So and she's got the light fastness info there as well. So I'll try to check it out and maybe use it for my swatch cards. Now, in terms of the swatch cards, this brings me to the next update. It's from my Swatch Joy stamp sets, and I know that a few of you have been asking me about it, and I am now able to restock them, and they should be back in my shop last week of September. I'll do a quick, like a shop update video here on YouTube just to let you know when they are in there, but yeah, it should be last week of September. I'd say around the 25th, 26th. I don't have any specific date in mind just yet, but just to let you know, this is around the time they will be going up there. And this is the element that I used right here for the frame of the swatch cards, and then whichever bits I needed from the details. So that's that. Along with that, I'm also bringing back the FOTD set. This is for those of you who have been asking, who haven't had chance to purchase the original, one of the very first stamp sets I ever designed, and they work really well because you can see they have all the face features. They work beautifully well with the moving doll set. I know I haven't been doing too many videos lately about the moving doll, so I think I might have a little something coming soon, just for those of you who already purchased it, to give you some ideas how to use it, or give you maybe some more ideas or newer ideas. So that's that. Obviously we still have, I think we still have the color theory. That's about to sell out, but I'm restocking it as well. So I've got only a couple left in my shop as of today. Today is the 14th of September. So these will be restocked same time, and I also have color palette left in my shop. So this is a really fun one as well. This is the latest one, and this is the sort of thing you can create with it. And then this is the color theory, and that's just to give you a few ideas what that looks like. And let me also show you, since I'm here, the Swatch Joy. That would be this backing of it. You can create faces, or I call these petals for swatches as well. Why not? And then we have FOTD. That's the face, one of many faces. And the moving doll, again, just to remind you. Here we go, cute little moving dolls that you can create. So that's the update for the Swatch Joy and things like that. Another little series that's coming up. So the process of the Roman Schmalz palette palette. That's already filmed and all edited, so that's coming your way. But after this, I am starting another series, and that would be swatching out all of my colors. So I already filmed the intro for it, where I'm going through and showing you my tubes, my entire collection of tube watercolors, and also showing you a little bit of the or the palettes, the palettes that I will be swatching out as well, those that I have in half pans, the colors. Some of them double across tubes and half pans or full pans, but I will be obviously swatching out those that I don't have in tubes, if that makes sense. So that's all filmed and also edited. So the next thing I'll be working is the swatching out, and I don't know whether I will be chatting during the swatching, because there will be a lot of colors. I will be doing them by groups, so starting with yellows and moving on to other color groups, or I might just let me know actually in the comments. Would you prefer just the sound of me doing the swatches without talking? Would you prefer my commentary, how I feel about every color as I'm swatching it, etc., or would you prefer music? And that's that. There is also something I'm working on, which I can't say yet exactly what it is. Very excited. It might be a couple of months until I do the launch, and I'm hoping to do it just before Christmas, so it's time for like, you know, you can treat yourself to that little thing that I'm working on, if you wish. And that is it. So that's all about watercolor and art related. Now I just wanted towards the end move on to a little bit of the crystals, and if you're not into that, thanks for watching so far, and I'll see you in the next video. But if you are interested in crystals, then you're welcome to stay on. So something I have been looking into is like a microscope to see my crystals closed up, like really zoomed in. And at first I thought, shall I buy one of those, you know, just simple handheld ones that the jewelers use in a jewelry shop, just quickly to look into it. Couldn't find something that I thought was strong enough, like powerful enough. Then I thought maybe I should just get one of those professional microscopes that are, you know, stationary, and you look into them and they have a bit of lights going on. And then there is something else I'm kind of contemplating now, which is not as, you know, hardcore professional microscope, but it's also a bit more powerful than the loops. So yeah, I'm kind of choosing between those now, and the reason is that because I'm just so fascinated about crystals lately, and there are certain things that I just want to look into, like depth of the crystal. Don't know if I can show you now. So sometimes the light hits it. So this is a smoky quartz, and depending, I'll see if I can show you, depending how the light hits it, there is a little light play, like a rainbow light play that you can catch. I don't know if this is visible rather. And so I just want to see really close up, and yeah, there's just so much fascinating stuff. For instance, this one is a chevron amethyst, and it has a bit of transparency to it, and whatever something like a crystal is transparent, you can obviously with the lights shining through it see a little bit more in depth and the formulation of the crystal. So all of that is fascinating. Another super exciting thing which I actually discovered this morning is I had some of my crystals charging in the sunshine. Keep in mind that there are some crystals you can't do it with because it will bleach the color, amethyst being one of them. But I did it with some of my obsidians. I love obsidians, and I have learned that there are quite a few obsidians out there, and I think I have now realized or come to the decision that the obsidian that I have with that sheen, remember when I was asking you in the video what do you think that is? So this now looks to me like a silver sheen obsidian. Does this help? So the sheen that it has here is a silver one, because I've seen the gold ones and the gold is a lot more pronounced than this. Sorry, there's some residue from the stickers. The shops usually tend to sell them with these annoying stickers attached to them, and I don't want to use any chemicals on my beautiful little stones. So there we go. So you can see that sheen. It almost looks like fur, and I want to look at it closed up and just really, I'm fascinated, you know, how it all becomes like that. So anyways, coming back to the realization. So I bought this little obsidian a while ago, and it kind of keeps going from a plate to a plate, moving around in my collection. And I always think, why did I buy this little one? Because I already had quite a few obsidians that were slightly bigger. So I was a bit confused, and I forgot about this. But today they were sitting in the sunshine, both of them being obsidians, and this one, oh my god, it shined pink on one side, and I've never seen it before. And in fact, you can't see it now. No matter how much I try, you just can't. It looks exactly the same as the other obsidian from all sides, no matter what you try to do. And so I went downstairs and I got my light torch and started shining onto it, and I could see a bit of that pink come again. But funny enough, on the other side you got a green turning into slightly pink, like a light shade of pink. So it's really interesting. The fingerprints make it difficult to see it perfectly. I'll see if I can show you, but how interesting is that? So in the sunshine it works the best, and the the microscope that I'm thinking of getting, it also has a UV light as well. So I wonder if the UV light versus just a regular light will somehow enhance that sheen to it. So I remembered where I got this from and why. I got it from the tray where it said Rainbow Obsidian. I knew about Rainbow Obsidian. I could never find it like in shops until that time. And yeah, obviously you can't see anything in any other light other than the sunshine, which is the perfect light for it. So let me see if I can show you. I'll just see. There we go. Versus the pink. Oh, here we go. I can show it to you now. That's the pink side. Let me go into the green one now. I hope the green. There we go. I can see the green. All right. So you get the idea. So yeah, I'm really loving all of them, and yeah, just been reading up on it a lot. And actually, remember that crystal book, the Crystal Fix, that's still coming, but I just had so much other content that I just, you know, postponing that book review. It's all edited and everything, it's ready to go. But since then I have realized that my knowledge about crystals has widened so drastically that I have really grown out of that book, which is still fantastic, and I still go back to it when I need something like quick. But if I really want to have a deep dive into the crystal world with all the information, I found an amazing author, and she has done so many fantastic best-selling books. So that coming soon as well. So I hope you enjoy this video and this catch up and everything around it. Let me see if I have mentioned everything. I have, I think. So the noise outside is crazy. But luckily some of you don't mind, which is great. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you soon.